here we are. It is the first day of what will be the official no prep race season. Did you know that? We should be in Wilkesboro running Little Gangsters, but I've got to be an idiot and decide to put a whole different head setup. So because of that, here we are at Lowe's. Because do you know what we need?
Drill bits.
Drill bits. So our entire situation with the headers has turned into pretty much an ordeal of trying to find them. It's a little tough. Not that I can't find them, I can. The problem is that I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and but turns out I have a friend who has some. I have now procured them from him, but for some reason they haven't drilled the header bolt holes out. And then it's time, the reason we're not at the drag strip, it's time to build a turbo kit. You ready?
Yeah.
You gonna build it for me? Weld it out. Can you weld it out for me?
If you give me my helmet back, I'll do it.
We have 2 helmets. You can do it.
I forgot.
You can do it.
You bought your own.
Yeah. All right. You think 2 will do it?
Sure. Yeah. I think so.
There are 16 bolt holes. And we've only drilled 2 of them out, and I've broke 2 bits. It's not good. All right. We're going to grab some more here. We're going to, because I just know how this is going to work. You know how this is going to work. I'm going to break about a bajillion of them getting these deals wallered out.
It's going to be like $50 worth trying to get this hole.
Just getting hold, I know. So, all right. See what we can do. Try to get these things taken care of here. See if we can get these holes all drilled out. Well, 3 drill bits got us through 1 header, and I have 3 more. We should be good. Let's look at it positively. Only lost 1 drill in the process. Fully charged. Nothing. I guess the trigger may have broke because I'm not getting any light. I don't know. I may see if Steve, the handyman, can do something with that. But that sucks. So we're down to this thing, which is it's getting real warm. So, the chronicles of me trying to put a car together. I bought the nice Race Part Solutions expensive flanges, okay? You know, the locking kind, the whatever you want to call it, mating. This one, which I've already ground down on, which is, super nice to do to a $90 flange or whatever it is. So, doesn't fit the header flange. This header flange here does not fit. Also, can you see, much smaller than that one. Then I get to looking at this header. Let's see if we can find it. Y'all see that? Super pretty welds. Yeah, you see it real good there. Already cracked. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and lop that one off and try to weld the correct female flange onto these because whenever I put a certain V-band on these, you know, you can see the difference of the thickness from this one to this one. Yeah, nice. So, all right, let's get to doing more stuff. The Chronicles of Building a Turbo Kit. Trying to do stuff the nice way, and then end up with even more annoyingness. What I should have done is the cheap 3 to 2.5, just simple piece, and then I could still do that and not have to weld as much, but I can't do that today. And by the time I get everything shipped, you know, 3-4 days, and then I'm working on it next weekend. I just don't want to do that. So yeah, but at least we got this one working. This header is good. I can get to all the spark plugs with the tools. So now let's get to cutting more things. What I may go ahead and do, I don't know. I may just change my mind here and chalk this up as a loss on these flanges, and well, because I'll still have to cut those off. I don't know what to do yet. That one's cracked, so I still need to take that off. So I am going to go ahead and work on getting that side fit up on the getting this flange to work with all of the stuff, which I don't think I've done on this side. So let's start working on that. I ain't even gonna show you. This side's golden, pretty perfect, but the other side is, I have my boot half on, half off too. This right here, this here, this is not, they didn't bend this good. This is not a good bend. This bend needs to be more like this. This needs to be tighter to this. So the Valley Speed ones ain't gonna work. But they mine now, I guess. So all good. But that means that we are gonna have to make a trip, unfortunately. This is the point where things get stupid with race cars. You make bad decisions and you just start slinging money that you don't have. That's where we're at, unfortunately. I am quite fed up with things, to say the least. Yeah, dig or die is not looking good for us, boys. So, well, let's go get the right stuff, I guess. Well, in the words of Derek from Vice Grip Garage, a guy made it back home. Before I pass out and take a nap, because I've been up a long time now, headers fit dramatically better. Still got to work on them though. Let me show you. So, no beating, no banging, no muss, no fussing around. We got a great spark plug gap there. There, not so much. I feel like we will probably run into issues with that. Don't really know if there is a fix for that. I'm gonna ask around. But as you can see, our issue lies, again, we're gonna have to clearance. They are absolutely eating that spark plug hole. I mean, let's pull this one off real quick. Pull it back. As you can see, it made it on there, but it is all up on that thing. Right there, you got a good view of it. And I'm almost certain, yeah, will not go on there. But it's close. It's really, really close. So I think just a little bit of notching, grinding. Oh, okay, get that one wasn't even on there, was it? Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Always good. Okay, that's on there, but as you can see, the header tube or the header flange is eating that spark plug wire pretty good. So, oh, thank goodness we're close. Dang, that is. I'm gonna have to check that, make sure I didn't bend that spark plug. So we're gonna get that thing just about where that mark is. We're gonna get these deals notched out and we'll be good to go. So I'll come back to you whenever I do that. I'm not doing that right now. No way, Jose. Also, our Viva band flange from Speed Race Part Solutions fits. So win. Yes. They are also nice and seasoned in. Used header, not used header. Used header, not used header. You can see a little different. The main difference from these headers that I have now, they are officially mine, as you can see, is from here to here, see how that you see the gap right here in between the 2 and 3? See how there's a pretty good gap right here? Stainless works. No gap. See that? None. Zero. You're touching. So, nice. Let's, I've already got my, this is my mock-up flanger, my template that I can just put down on top of that flange, take my marker, trace it out, how much I've cut this out, and then we'll be good to go. Throw that deal over here on the Ameribraid, and I use this right here. This thing works great for me to come in like this. Got the 1-inch die on it. Thank you, Affirm, for my Ameribraid. It is awesome. I actually haven't gotten to work with it too much, to be honest with you, but this thing is an absolute unit. Like, so that's at 60. Whew. Okay, enough of that. All right, so we got a game plan. Headers acquired. Only took 11 hours. So power of YouTube magic. You guys didn't get to see all that, but we now have headers that fit. Let's freaking go. Now we can start to actually work on the turbo kit itself. So it does suck that this brings this so much farther forward. Not a huge ordeal. If we really wanted to, I could cut that and bring it back, but I'm not going to. We should be good where we're at. And this one will be, you know, probably right here. Not a huge ordeal. We'll just have to back up. Be doing some beater bomb stuff. That is a monster header though. Both of these are. So, all right, let's get to it. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is hopefully a finished turbo kit. Let's try that. All right, so we've gotten somewhere. This is a couple days later from last time that I talked to the camera here. So let me show you where we're at. I'm sort of at a stopping point in a way. I've still got to disregard the hair. I put my welding helmet on and it poofed it up even more than I do for church. So I am at a stopping point because Well, the new turbos are a half-inch bigger than these old ones. Like, these have the similar footprint, so the AR on the hot side is the same, and so we should be close. It's going to be some interesting stuff when it comes to the cold side, but that's for another video. Let me show you what we got going on. Look at these units, boys. What do y'all think? I think it's much more symmetrical. It's very difficult with a small block Ford to get things symmetrical. Like, I can't get this close to this head. They are the same height up and down. And obviously, with them not being mirror image turbos or reverse image turbos, whatever you want to call it, it's difficult. Now, I will say that, like, this here is going to have to come over top of this, which could make for filling up our fuel a little fun, but it's not terrible. Check out them bad boy headers. I mean, I had to go and find those, and I mean, boys, I've got I guess I am not finished with something. This L has to be welded out. It's not welded out fully yet. The thing I'd have to get is wastegate. I may go ahead and buy the Motion Raceworks, whatever they're called, wastegate mounts, just because it will save me a lot of time when it comes to fabricating all this. So that one, I'll probably put it down there. That thing will sort of be like this, sort of be out of the way of everything. And probably the same with this one. This one is kicked down a little bit because there's different geometry with this side of the motor. It's interesting. But, like, looking at it straight from above, much, much better. I think we may be like a half a degree off. And you can tell that one sits a little farther back, which is just how a small block Ford does. This side head is farther back than this side head. So, in which, yeah, I mean, I am not full-time on this deal, boys. I mean, it is what it is. I still have to drill and weld some bongs into these valve covers. This one was drilled where I need it. I used the FFP Fraser. Let me see if I can find my box. It's right here. FFP Customs. I've had this for a long time. But it worked out really well with the hole that was already in it. I've been needing, that way I don't have to take the AN stuff out. So this is pretty sweet. Just a little oil fill cap. And, like, it's O-ringed, super nice, billet aluminum piece. Comes with all the hardware. And it's, pretty trick. I like it. I wish they made a -16, so then I wouldn't have to drill and weld, which I know there's probably a company that makes them, but this was relatively inexpensive. I'm not going to buy $300 fittings to put on this deal. I've already got one, but I got to order more. Also, probably my poor Furic cup. I've got to get some stuff for it. It has seen better days. That is for sure. O-rings are gone. Pretty sure this gas lens is done. Pretty sure. Yeah, that gas lens is, or, you guys may be able to tell me. Probably going to order a new one of those so that I can weld this thing out, make it nice and pretty. So I have some stuff to order. What sucks is it's Wednesday. I've been trying to work on this thing as much as I can. I bought a lot of stuff. But of course I'm going to need more stuff, but it's coming along, boys. I mean, what do y'all think? I'll show you real quick how this is from the old side of the turbo kit. So this right here, although, I mean, it's not terrible. I can get my hand in there and get that out of there. So, and it is below the hood. This one here, no problem. Going to go up into there. And I've got a full 3-inch, wherever it's at, right there, full 3-inch intercooler kit for me to redo this however is needed. So shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Just cutting and fitting and welding and doing all that stuff. These units, I haven't even checked to see if this even is close, which this one is not even for this side. Yeah. No. Obviously it sits, whoa, sits a lot different than the other one. Can't get the, oh, I can get it. Yeah, not even close. Right there, and then, yeah, no. Anyways, pull this back out. Come on. Oh, can we do it? It's like that game with the gold bar and the foreign people. There we go. All right, excuse my mess. I got to take out the trash, which is supposed to be tomorrow, but that ain't happening. So, all right, stopping point for tonight, stopping point for this video. We're getting there. We are getting there. We've got to modify. Got to modify this, and I'll get that one. Also, these, explain this one. Explain how much this makes sense. You put a gasket. These are cheapies, I ain't gonna lie. But you put a gasket. I can't get it off. Oh my God, I swear. Let's go. There we go. So, let's put it all the way up in there. Is that far? You throw that valve cover gasket on that, and you have like 3 threads. Do you know what that is? That is just a recipe to strip the bolts out, or the holes out right here. That's all that is. You put, I mean, because you gotta try and line it up all the way through here. That's just a recipe for disaster. I've seen it happen too many times. I've done it, I think. I don't know if I've done it or not. I have stripped some of those holes out before. Not on these heads, not on my old heads, but on another small block Ford. So I'm not doing that. I am going to go get longer ones and see what we can do. But we are getting there. I do like the symmetry of the turbo kit much better. I believe that those headers are going to flow way more and do way better. So, all right. So hopefully here in the next week or so, I'll update you guys with another video and let you see, hopefully, a finished turbo kit. So, oh man. So that's it for this one, guys. I always like to tie something in to the Lord with these deals. And, you know, just like me working on this car, you know, Christ is constantly working on us. And we should be working on ourselves as individuals and our relationship with Christ. And, you know, this thing in drag racing, if you're not constantly working, you are doing yourself, you know, just like in your marriage, if you're not constantly working on your marriage, you're going to fail. And if you're not constantly working to get faster in drag racing, you're going to stay where you want, you're going to stay slow. And if you're not constantly working on your relationship with Christ, the devil is going to insert whatever little thing that he can do to just keep you, you know, get at you and just gnaw away at that relationship that you have. Just do everything that he can to depress you, to just, you know, put temptations in and do things. And if you don't have a good tune-up in your Christian life, you're not going to get down that. You're not going to get down that track. And the devil is just he's going to have you spinning and doing all kinds of stuff. So just a little tidbit, little metaphorical thing here, you know, talking about Jesus. And guys, pray for me. I'll pray for you. And I can't do anything without my Lord and Savior. And really thankful for all the people who are watching this, and thankful for my family. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record. For the record.